An escape for many of us to have some fun is sending a lot of people to the ER.
The I-Team investigates the safety of amusement park rides and the one attraction that causes the most injuries. It's about as common as duck boats and water slides at the Wisconsin Dells. Racing around the track on a go-kart can be an unforgettable family memory. But for some, a trip around the track ends with a trip to the emergency room. In the last 3 years, 32 people have been hurt while riding amusement park rides in the state of Wisconsin. 23 of those were on go-karts. The Wisconsin Department of Safety and Professional Services is in charge of inspecting go-karts and investigating those injury reports.
Any injury that occurs beyond first aid kit, we are looking at the full accident report to determine fault and determine what should happen as the next step.
Secretary Dawn Krim says when an injury happens, they launch an investigation into the property. But most of the time, she says, the driver is the one at fault.
There maybe had been too much bumping, or people have come off the track, they weren't coming off actually slow enough.
In an open records request, the I-Team found go-kart injuries range from bumps and bruises to broken bones and concussions. One person sent to the hospital after another driver came in behind him at a full rate of speed and struck him from behind. The report says the driver at fault had a blood alcohol level of 0.13. In another case, a driver was left with a concussion after they were hit in the jaw during a crash. In all the reports obtained by the I-Team, we could find no instance of a go-kart malfunction causing an injury.
For the rider and back, no bumping.
Krim says drivers have to take the rules seriously on the track.
When they come, make sure they read the signage so that they understand the rules of the ride.
We stress the focus of slow. Slow is fast.
Chris Eben is the attractions director at the Wilderness Resort. He says they are not afraid to remove an unsafe driver.
If there is any bumping, they will warn them once, right? If they go around a second time, it's shame on you, and third time, you're going to be kicked off the track.
Eben says before you ride, pay attention to the go-kart attendants and make sure you're focused on their job of keeping you safe.
They should be always stationed, not be goofing around.
And of course, always make sure everyone is wearing their seatbelt.
This is where you want to use the brake.
And the DSPS secretary says the go-karts themselves are checked for safety daily. And be sure, she says, drivers look for the orange DSPS sticker in the go-kart pit before you step into a go-kart for some fun.